First of all, internet payments are fast, just like email. Credit cards can take hours or days to process transactions. But on the internet, we can make things happen instantly. Second, internet payments protect your customers with passwords and single-use codes. Criminals have to get their password in order to make a fraudulent charge. Now compare that with credit cards. With a credit card, all you need is a credit card number and the expiration date. But we give out this information every time we use our credit card. It's lying all over the place. Criminals collect these credit card numbers, and then they buy things from unsuspecting businesses. They even trade the card numbers. You can buy them online for $3.50 each. What happens when a thief buys something from your business with a stolen credit card? You lose the thing that you sold, and then you have to pay a penalty, fine to the card owner's bank. Criminals steal $115 billion every year like this, and businesses pay all of this. Businesses, they pay it all, but they have no power to stop it. The only way to stop it is to upgrade the technology of credit cards. Europe did this. European credit cards have passwords and encryption chips on them, but American banks have refused to upgrade their technology. So instead, they sit on their hands and they rake in the fees from the poor businesses. So it's time for a change. We live in a modern world, and we should do business in a modern way with modern technology. So internet payments prevent fraud, and they protect buyers and sellers. People shop more when they feel safe, especially online. So with internet payments, people can feel safe making a purchase on cheap websites or websites with no reputation. So this helps small businesses, and it helps them compete with large companies like Amazon.com. Not just small businesses, but small products. Who here has bought something for $1 on the internet? 50 cents? 50 cents? 25 cents? Less than 25 cents? It's almost impossible to make a profit charging 25 cents to a credit card because of the fees that you have to pay with each transaction. Internet payments don't have these ridiculous fees. So you could sell something for 1 cent or 1/10 of a cent. These are called micropayments. There are all kinds of extremely inexpensive products just waiting to be developed, waiting to be created, and they're waiting on an inexpensive payment method. I think the market for micro products will be worth billions and billions of dollars someday. There are going to be Googles, companies the size of Google built on these extremely inexpensive products. Now, this is the Bay Area. So when you talk about billions of dollars, you have to think of startups. But most startups are tiny, and they want to spend their time developing products. They don't want to have to deal with banks and payments and all this nonsense. So it's easy to start with internet payments. Just like with email, you need a computer and an internet connection. Compare that to credit cards, where you need to register your business and then get a special bank account for processing transactions. All of this is time consuming, and it can discourage new entrepreneurs. Internet payments reduce the cost and effort of starting up a new business, and in that way they foster innovation. That's why internet payments are awesome for your business. They are lightning fast, they keep our customers safe, and they prevent fraud. They support new kinds of super cheap products. You have no idea what those are going to be, but they're going to be awesome. And you'll probably be using them on your mobile phone every single day. And they foster startups and innovation. So now that you know about the system and its benefits, don't you want to start using it?
Yes.
In this modern era, technology changes every day. So should the way we do business. Thank you.
I'm going to turn it over to Sherry in a second. I wanted to make a comment that this is kind of timely because I would love to take advantage of this type of feature. And I am aware of the fact that credit cards are costly in terms of transactions.
Right, exactly what personalized that. Sure, there are a lot of people here who own their own small business. That would be great if there's a safe and a cheap way to microprocess the payment. So what's happening already? As a future possible entrepreneur ownership, I'll definitely check out micropayment. Thank you, Michael. And do you have your own business yet? Like, is there actually, are you,
I'm working on it.
you're working on it, okay. So please let us know if it's ready. Or become your first customer.
Great.
And next we'll start the Mandarin portion of the prepared speeches. We have also 2 lessons tonight.
我们有2个人，秀丽、苏丽，说中文。英文吧，中文啊，好。
那我们第一位演讲者是苏是我一位非常好的朋友，我跟他是在这里认识的。然后我们为什么会变成这么好的朋友呢？因为我们非常喜欢吃东西。Sue and I, we met here, we became really good friends. And one of the founding factors in our friendship is eating. So 他今天晚上的题目就是吃好 eating good. 于是我们开始了。
他吃很多吗？你吃很多吗？
大家好，今天晚上这么多人，
这个是好的。
我要问一个问题：谁知道5大营养素？用中文。5大营养素，中文不知道。protein。糖类，还有呢？水和无机质的。minerals，维生素 vitamin，还有最后是脂肪，这个也很重要。这个是5个很重要的营养素啊。所以最近我有很多感兴趣对好健康的饮食。但是我们怎么可以吃？我要给你3个方法，我们可以好吃，吃好。当然有很多好吃的东西，但是应该我们吃好。第一，我觉得你记下来，每天记下你吃什么东西。谁记下每天记下多少花钱？谁？没有吗？
我记都花多少钱？
多少钱？但是在这里有什么？在这儿有什么人记下他们每天吃什么？这个真的帮你啊！比如说我的妈妈也是说，我没吃了很多，现在只喝水了，但是我胖了。但是我看过他吃面包啊，还有水果，但是他都忘了。就是我们真的很忘。然后，所以如果你不能记住的话，你可以用你的手机照片，拍照，然后晚上你可以看到你吃了什么东西，然后写一下。那么你知道你真的喜欢吃什么东西？我不喜欢肉，我不喜欢咸的，但是我真喜欢甜的。我写之后知道了，真的发现我真的喜欢巧克力还是什么 cake，所以记下真的帮你啊。 所以第二，我觉得在这里有这么多亚洲人，我觉得亚洲人喜欢吃汤吧，我喜欢吃汤，但是吃汤真的可以真不好的对你的健康、你的身体，因为这个是可以是很鲜，所以如果你要吃汤的话，只调还是只吃煲汤的材料，不要喝汤。如果你喝汤的话，你的身体带着真多鲜、真多盐对身体不好。还有第三，我要说，不要吃小吃吧。我真喜欢小吃，但是怎么可以不能吃小吃？我一直吃小吃，这个是我已经习惯了吃很多小吃吧。但是如果你要吃小吃的话，只带着你的朋友，还是带着你的妈妈，只一半。我们的人生很长了，我们怎么可以忘了这个很好吃的小吃？所以只每天想到你应该吃一半，只尝一尝，然后这个好吃，但是我们的肚子不是垃圾桶吧，只吃很小一点，只尝一尝了。所以这个三个方法是已经帮我了，减肥那个5公斤，这个，所以你们也一起做吧。我们比如说我要说，看你吃什么东西，每天看你吃什么东西真的很难，因为我的人生很长，每天怎么可以看每天？但是你不要比较跟陌生啊，还是在电视里面的美术的人，你不要比较，跟他不要比较吧，是跟昨天的不健康的你的身体比较的话，我今天健康就好，这样的感觉。所以我们应该一起吃好，然后脱胎换骨一下。
谢谢你。
Vicky，作为你最爱吃的一个朋友，我给你请给你，然后我要减Okay, that's my witness. 20 pounds. You're gonna lose 20 pounds. However. So next we have our next Mandarin speech, which is Alan, and we have the first person to do the introduction.
I want to quickly say thank you to Sue, and just that 我喜欢吃饭跟你们，我会也是我的中文，还可以换我的菜给你们。So the next speaker in Mandarin is going to be Alan. 他很有名，
谢谢。
因为他一点超美。So this is kind of to keep him on his toes. We made a little joke for him. He's going to focus on vocal variety, and the title of his speech is The Art of Speech Tongues.
Which in Chinese is 演讲声调的艺术。
Very much. Okay. 演讲会的朋友们，大家好。Okay. 今天我要讲的题目叫做演讲艺术。一个很好的演讲，不只要有好的内容，你表达的方式也要对。愿意有不同的表达的方式的话，会有不同的效果。我来举个例子好了，比如说我今天要谢谢 Kayla， 昨天帮我写了一个报告，我今天要你很谢谢你，我说嘿 Kayla， 谢谢你帮我打昨天的报告。 我知道你帮我很多忙，真是辛苦你。这是我一个很诚心的跟他说，哦，谢谢你帮我做这件事。现在如果我们换一个方法来讲的话，我们说 ，OK 啊，昨天的线你帮我打这报告，我知道让你辛苦，真的是辛苦你了。所以，当你的第二个听起来的话，就是有点像做反讽法的感觉。所以同一个例子，同一个句子，不同的方法，有不同的说法，有不同的意思。所以说话跟演讲都是一种艺术。那今天呢，我会提供4个大点，希望这个4个大点呢，能够希望你们在以后演讲的时候能让你们更清楚的表达你们的意思。OK， 所以第一个大点，来 erase this。
不可以，不可以。
不可以。OK。第一个是音量。我看一下怎么写，不好意思。音量。In the English translation, it's called the bowing of your voice. OK， 音量。讲话声音大小很重要，因为当你声音大小抓得对的时候，你的观众会听得很入迷。像你要讲重要事情的时候，你可以大声一点 ，OK。所以像奥巴马一开始当选的时候，他讲过一个很有名的话，就是 Yes we can。光这一句话，他成名了，对不对 ？Yes we can。所以他讲的时候是 Yes we can， 很大声的这样讲。很有说服力，很大声，很有威严。那现在呢？如果我们把它的 Yes we can 的音量拿小声的话 ，Yes we can，Yes we can，can 什么啊？谁会 can 你啊？你大家这样讲，谁会相信你要讲什么东西？所以大小声很重要。那当然你也不能一直都很大声啊，因为如果你一直很大声的话，你的观众会觉得很不耐烦，因为会有点像是变成噪音。所以你的大小声一定要抓对。OK， 第二个大点是所谓的你的音调。English translation is your intonation. OK。讲话要是像是，他们说讲话有点像是你在玩一个乐器一样，或是玩一个鼓一样，有高有低，所以你的高低起伏要抓得对。当你很兴奋的时候，你可以稍微高一点的声音，像是嘿嘿，你知道今天是Sherry的生日吗？你知道今天Sherry她要举行这个脱胎换骨的仪式吗？Thank you。所以是很高的声音 ，OK。那低的声音呢，是属于比较悲哀或者是比较悲伤一点的声音啊，像是说，嘿，昨天有看那个新闻吗？我们的那个股票跌到300点，这怎么可能嘛？我们怎么活得下去嘛？所以你的声音如果低一点的话，会有比较悲伤的情节 ，OK。所以你的音调要抓得准，要抓得对。而且最重要的是，你千万不可以有所谓的单调 monotone。OK， 像我刚才讲，如果你讲话是在玩一个乐器的话，你可以想象说，如果今天贝多芬他玩一个第5交响曲，噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔，变成噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔，觉得会有很多人去听那个曲子吗？还是要，所以音调一定要抓得准。OK， 第三个我给你写的。第三个是你的速度，你的速度 ，pace。English translation is your pace， 速度 ，OK。速度不能快也不能慢，如果你太快的话，你的观众会觉得有无形的压力。而且呢，他们抓不到你想要讲什么东西。 我还很记得当那个 actor Jim Carrey 一出道的时候，他演了很多的电影，他的电影都是很好笑的电影，而且他每个电影里面都会有一段，他会忽然这样子，叭叭叭叭叭叭叭叭叭叭叭叭叭叭叭，讲很快哦，叽里呱啦叽里呱啦讲，讲到最后我一个字也没听到，然后我就觉得是很浪费时间，所以千万不要浪费别人的时间，也不要浪费你自己的时间，速度放慢一点。OK， 那如果你当然也不能太慢，因为如果你太慢的话，观众会失去兴趣。所以说，如果说我今天一整个 speech 都是以这种速度来讲的话，你觉得到最后会有几个人坐在 audience 里面？大概也有很多。所以速度也要抓对，不要太快，也不要太慢。当然，比较重要的时候，你可以放慢一点点，但是千万不要哗啦哗啦哗啦讲，因为一般人会抓不到。OK， 那最后一个呢？最后一个大点就是，我也是觉得这是最重要的一个大点，叫做自信心。自加信心 ，the confidence。OK， when you talk, you must have confidence。我一样的谁不好意思讲英文了。当你在台上讲话的时候，你一定要有自信心。OK， 因为当观众来听你讲话 ，OK， 他们是来听你演讲什么东西。所以你一定要有自信心，对不对？你今天在台上讲话，你就是专家。当然，每个人在观众席里面都会有自己的见解或者是自己的意识。但是，当你在台上讲话，灯光打在你脸上，你就是今晚的主角。OK， 如果今天你的自信心不够的话，观众他们可以感觉得到。那如果他们觉得你没有自信心的话，你讲的话都会被打折扣。OK， 像那个奥巴马那个。Yes, we can。他讲的大声，也很有信心。那如果他今天是这样子 ，Yes, we can, or maybe we can. Oh, yes, no, no, perhaps we can. 你觉得会有几个人觉得说 Yes, we can, or we can 吗？所以自信心，我觉得是4个点里面最重要的一个。所以这4点：音量、音调、速度跟自信心。希望你们学到一些东西。那这4大点，希望你们好好应用。Toastmasters。
Thank you, Alan. I had the opportunity to listen to his vocal variety, and I am going to see if I got this right. Actually, you're going to see if I got this right. So this one I heard that. 音量. Here I heard 音调. For intonation. Up here I heard 速度. And here there's a question about the G here.
Oh, the thing ran out of ink there.
Maybe I can one this.
Yeah, there's a G there. Yeah.
So we have 信心.
Okay.
So that's what I heard from your vocal variety. And with this one, we got a little more variety than maybe we were expecting. That's good. Thank you for that.
那刚才Ursula说，就是代表说中文，其实刚才我跟Ursula有在讨论怎么说，然后他其实比我更知道这应该是第一声，因为我还是很自私。So I had a discussion with Ursula about which one should be the right intonation. We just noticed today on the speech, we actually just so happened to have one native speaker and then one speaker who learning was like Kayla, English is her second language, and Sue, Chinese is her third language actually. And Ellen, I don't know where you are, you sound both English and Chinese.
Yeah, so just like my comment, sing does not have the G.
Oh.
No?
So it doesn't have
So we've got more variety.
So to illustrate the point, even a native Chinese like me, we make tons of mistakes. So again, we just want to encourage, 鼓励大家，就是不要怕出错，我们大家都可以就换一下自 成大问题。我们每次可以脱胎换骨，学得更好。谢谢。
Yeah, so we'd like to touch on the new faces in here and just get a feel for the names. A couple people walked in, so can we just refresh the new folks' names and just wave and tell us what your names are again? Starting with you?
Yeah, my name is Nova. Okay, so we have your one in the front, and the back. Oh, it's not you.
Mike.
Okay, Mike,
I'm Janie.
Jenny, okay, and
Matt?
Matt, okay. Hi, I'm Elaine. Okay, and then how about you?
Paul, and I've been here a couple times only. Zach.
Zach, okay. Nick. Okay, great. Because now you are going to be our guinea pig for the table topics. So, table topic masters, remember their names and where they're seated, okay?
And also, there's quite a number of you, so this is actually quite nice tonight to be able to have a little birthday surprise. It's your opportunity to find something about the table topic that you might be able to germinate and be a little rebirth for all of us in terms of the ideas.
OK， 那接下来我们将要进行的是即兴演讲会，欢迎大家新到的这些客人，你们将会有一个机会可以来动一下你的脑筋。然后，如果你之前是一个很害羞的人，今天就是你脱胎换骨的机会，在这里即兴演讲。OK， 就1分钟的时间，你可以把这个脱胎换骨一下。
So to run this portion of the meeting, we have an individual named Barry Tsai. Did I get that right? So he is going to give us an idea of the notion behind the table topics, and when you are called on, you have about a minute. You can go probably a little bit more than a minute because people typically cut it a little short. 2 minutes? Alberto says 2 minutes, so even better. So we're handing this over to Barry, and he can tell us more.
Barry 会帮我们更加详细的介绍一下，说即兴演讲是什么。
我要讲的是 birthday party planning。
就是 you can explain the concept.
Yeah. Ursula did a pretty nice job to kind of go over the concept already. So basically, I will introduce the topic, and then I will probably throw some people on here from the stadium to talk about that topic. So I kind of twist the rule a little bit. In me, I usually like to twist the rule. So I basically come up with a new rule. So I will pick a person. So before I even announce the topic, and then that person will actually make 2 choices. He will first pick a place, and then he will pick a things. And then I have a list of things he can choose from, right? So it's totally random. And then he will see the place, and see the thing he can kind of get with. And then he will, with the 2 things, he will actually plan a birthday party. That kind of, are we all good? Understand how this works? So before we start, I think we probably learned enough Chinese today, but I kind of want to get things started how I came up with this topic. I saw that the theme is actually birthday, so I kind of came along with this idea. Okay, if it's about birthday, why don't we do a birthday party plan? So that's how I came up with the idea. So we'll probably get started, and I'll probably, you guys all follow the rule, right? I pick a person up here, he pick one thing, which is the place, and then pick another thing, he can come, and then he can take the place, and then he can take the thing, and then do a birthday party planning. So why don't I start with birthday boy, Philip? Your birthday this week. So this is totally random, right? I prepared this. I placed 1 to 5, and things 1 to 6. Pick a place. Oh, good choice. So this place.
Great Wall.
Yeah, and then bigger things. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Tesla Stater 2. That's my favorite car. Okay, there you go. So you have a gray wall and you have a car. And how do you want to do with these two things to do a birthday party?
How do I want to do a birthday party with a great one? Well, to me that's already good enough. I can picture myself, driving this, race car and just driving, zooming, by the Great Wall. Actually, it was in China not too long ago. It was like 3 months ago. I was actually in Beijing. So when I saw that photo, it just brought back memories. I was there on a tour. I went up and down the steps, and so I was just curious. Has anyone been to Beijing on a trip? So I'm not the only one. So you guys know what I'm talking about. So I was in Beijing on my tour. I walk up the steps, and I guess now that we have a race car, I can picture myself zooming by. And in terms of a birthday party, I guess if I were to plan a birthday party with a race car, it would be easy for me to get to town, get all the different things I need, and whoever I need to pick up. And, I can get supplies, and at the same time I could transport everyone to wherever we need to be for the birthday party. Other than that, I don't think I don't have much to add to that. So thanks for listening.
I'm gonna pick next person. Probably pick someone new here today. Okay, I'll pick my neighbor. Elaine, why don't you come up here? Pick a place. Oh, okay. So it's a nice house. Could be your home or someone's house. So you're planning a birthday party here, right? And I pick a thing you kind of come with. You're gonna take this. Oh, yeah. Okay. Here you go.
So I guess I'm gonna just imagine this. I don't have a really great large good house, and I don't have an airplane either. But if I had these two things, I guess I'll start my birthday party first in the house and invite all my friends, and I guess I will just open to everybody who is pass by, and they are all welcome to coming, and then so that we can have fun together. And after that, let's get on the airplane and let's go around the whole world. Let's go to Europe. Let's go to Africa. Maybe we can go to the North Pole. Maybe that's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah. So then let's see. I guess I will randomly drop my passengers on. Okay. So New Year's time you go to Africa. Then next one go to Europe, and you don't have a choice because I'm the owner. Yeah. So welcome to my crazy birthday party.
Thanks, Lily. That sounds like a fun birthday party. Definitely want to go to. But I don't want to be thrown out of the airplane. Okay, next person. We'll probably pick. Should we go with another birthday boy or girl, or anyone volunteer? Oh, you're laughing. Okay, you come up here. Okay, yeah, pick a place. Try to avoid the place.
Oh, I don't know.
That's right. It's totally good. Okay, it's a beautiful city. If you call the source, this is actually Boston.
Oh.
So it has a nice highway and a lake. And bigger things. Okay. You have a bicycle and then you're in Boston. Go plan your birthday party.
Okay, I guess my birthday party will be exercise. Yeah, since I got here 3 years ago, I gained a lot of weight. So I guess the purpose of my next birthday will be losing 20 pounds like Sherry. So I will ride a bicycle through Boston. I've never been there, but I guess it's a very big place. If I'm allowed to go to
Before the fish even get a chance. Okay. Next person. Any volunteer? Or we could pick someone who can speak. Yeah, okay, Mike, you want to come up here? Hi. Oh, well, good. So Mountain Everest.
Mount Everest.
Whoa, $1,000. Good luck with your $1,000 and your birthday party place is in Mountain Everest.
Well, if I were going to plan a birthday party, particularly at a place like Mount Everest, I would make it a race to get there. Because that's such a place probably no one has been. And if I were throwing a party, that would be the incentive that I would give all my friends. Would be, how would you get to Mount Everest? And who would be the first one to get there? It would be kind of like one of these treasure hunts, but it's more of how you get to a place. And the prize of not only getting there is $1,000. That's going to be the real incentive. So I would like to actually really think about, from all of your perspectives, what would you do? Can I get some suggestions about how you would get to Mount Everest? And how would you get there really quickly?
The base of it or the top of it?
You'll be to the top. What would be the best way to get there?
I would tell people ever just take the airplane.
Oh, but if you get there in the airplane, you still have to get to the top. And that's going to be the big challenge, right? So what would be a really good idea?
I'll take a helicopter.
Helicopter, great. Well, what about getting a plane and parachuting onto the top of the mountain? So, something to think about when you plan for your next birthday party.
Have time for one more person, or we're done with the time?
We both still have the clock, so I guess you have time.
Okay, so we'll just do the last run. Let's pick someone.
We can ask the timer, actually.
Yeah, timer.
Well, right now it's 7:30.
Yeah, usually
Oh.
about 3 to 4 people
Yeah.
is good enough.
So
Four is good.
I think
We'll
we've
probably-
done enough.
Yeah.
We'll stop here. So I hope you guys have fun with this game, and we'll probably do it next time.
Thank you, Barry. I have a lot of images in my head about birthday parties and all of the transportation that came up. And having been at the Great Wall, I thought about the fast car and then all this birthday cake and birthday food and all the sugar in all this food and the moving of the car and how that would do terrible things to your digestive system. And the reason I thought of this is because I was on a bus going to the Great Wall and someone had a little bit of trouble. So I was kind of combining my experience with the fast car, and I said in my head at the time, "拿肚子吗?" And I couldn't say that in Chinese because I was in China, so that was the image that some of this evoked in my mind.
Yeah, thanks, Barry. 给了我很多明年庆祝生日的想法。我今年已经差不多庆祝了3个星期了。我最喜欢的是换一个 idea， 我会叫上一帮朋友跟我一起拿到全世界最高峰。我最近比较喜欢爬山，所以明天我们大家一起减肥。OK， 脱胎换骨，给力了一下。猪呀猪，珠穆朗玛峰，还有你们的最高峰啊，呀，珠穆朗玛峰。So, one year, one day, I will invite you to climb Mount Everest with me.
And as the prize, there'll be birthday cake on top.
OK，那刚才是英文的
今天很高兴可以给大家主持 Table Topic。Table Topic 就是我提出一些简单的问题，然后大家积极参与，利用这个机会走上这个讲台，发表自己的意见。我们今天的那个主题是生日。说到生日，我7月份刚到美国的时候，就去了一个非常隆重的生日会。这个生日会是举国同庆，很多城市都有烟花，那个就是美国的国庆，美国的生日 ，American Independence Day。然后移居三藩市，我非常高兴，因为这里阳光灿烂，大家都非常的热情和热心。我觉得最直接去认识一个城市的方法，就是跟当地的人做一个交流。然后我今天晚上的 table topic 呢，就是一些关于三藩市的问题，然后希望大家都可以多多发言。我的第一个问题就是说，如果你要给游客推荐一个具有历史意义的地方，你会推荐哪里？还有为什么 ？Do you understand my question? Right? Who want to come up and answer this question?
蛮多朋友来这边找我的，因为在旧金山是一个非常漂亮的一个城市，从亚洲、台湾或是大陆过来这边都来找我。那我之前就是会开车到他们到处绕，那通常就最常会去的地方就是当然第一个就是 Golden Gate Bridge， 就是金门大桥，因为金门大桥基本上就是旧金山它一个最有特色的地方。那我不知道大家晓不晓得说为什么金门大桥叫金门大桥？第一，它不是金色的，它是红色的。有人知道为什么吗？
It's international orange.
OK， 对啊，我听到的故事是这样的，就是旧金山海湾出去大概可能2-3公里或者5-6公里的地方有一个湾子叫做金门湾。那当初金门大桥盖完之后，那是红色的，那大家想说要用什么名字来取这个桥？要取什么名字来命名这个桥？那后来就有人想到说，Golden Gate Bay is a name， 然后就是说金门大桥由它取这个名，因为那 Golden Gate Bay 就是在你从太平洋开进来旧金山湾的时候，当你跨过那个海湾的时候，那块海域的时候，第一眼看到就是这个金门大桥，所以他们把金门大桥叫做金门大桥。这是我学到的一点小故事，关于金门大桥的故事。那很多朋友来访问过我，后来变有一点懒惰了，就是因为每次有人来，我要开车带他们去很多地方绕嘛，然后后来就觉得其实这样蛮累的。那我后来其实是发现一个蛮好的旅游的方式，就是 open top 的 bus。那基本上就是可以跟我朋友就是买了一张票就坐上那个 bus， 我们还可以一边聊天，不用担心说可以要找停车，或者说那个整个行程上是会有不顺畅的地方。基本上就是坐着 bus 可以跟朋友聊天。那个 bus 通常会停蛮多旧金山著名的景点，那通常会停金门大桥，那你就一点一点的这样旅游，是蛮有趣的。好，谢谢。
非常好的题。然后我们都知道旧金山是美食的天堂。我是刚从英国过来的，然后这边吃的东西实在是太好了，简直是不可以想象，非常的新鲜。 如果你要推荐一个餐厅或者推荐一个，就是说不一定就是很好的餐厅，就是说吃东西的地方，你会推荐哪里呢？还有为什么？So，我们请新来的朋友上来说一下，可以吗？No.
Okay.
Yeah.
我听到这个问题之后呢，我就觉得汹涌澎湃，因为我特别喜欢吃，然后我也是最近刚刚搬到旧金山大概不到1年的时间，然后我喜欢吃的地方呢，我是重庆人，喜欢吃辣的，所以我刚刚来到旧金山的第一个想法就是我去哪儿找到好吃的川菜，结果我找来找去找不到一个好吃的。哦，后来终于有一个朋友推荐，说是 ZNY。我去了之后呢，感觉还是一般。毕竟我是重庆人，然后吃了很多年的川菜，然后吃了很多地方吃了很多年的川菜，但是呢，我还是要推荐这个地方。为什么呢？因为总的来说，在旧金山想吃川菜 ，ZNY 还是最好的。而且他最近的厨师换了，最近的厨师据说是来自成都的，所以变得更正宗。如果你去的话，一定要点一个重庆辣子鸡，重庆 spicy chicken， 因为他的这个厨师做这一道菜做的特别的正宗，而且不是特别辣，所以你去了之后不要说要点微辣。就点重庆辣子鸡，还有另外一个呢，我喜欢吃辣的，所以墨西哥菜我也很喜欢吃。在Mission District，有一家餐厅，很小很小的餐厅 ，it's a hole in the wall place，它名字叫Taqueria Cancun，as in Cancun the touristy place。这个地方呢看起来一点都不高档，就是很小很小的地方。去了之后呢，一定要去 Mission 那个地方，不要去 Sixth Street and Folsom， 那个地方有点sketchy。所以去 Mission 要点那个tacos are the best。如果你喜欢吃 burrito 那边的 vegetarian burrito，if you are vegetarian here， 是全城最好的。所以我现在一般有朋友来的话，我都会推荐这两个地方。谢谢。
谢谢。
谢谢 Lucy 说到金门大桥，然后好吃的，我想点一下川菜。我们这边有试过，我觉得最好吃的是麻辣意面，是我们作为 Kayla 没有介绍，就比这样还好很多。哦，那是可以选考一下。
在什么地方？
在川菜我们的 Allen 先生可以带你去。
So we'd like to continue with the meeting. We're going to be wrapping it up a little bit. Let's get a little tight here at the end to control the time a little bit. So we have the general evaluator, and that is Amy.
First, my role is as the general evaluator is to kind of observe the meeting and see how it goes and see if maybe there are areas where we improve overall. But my first job is that I have the pleasure to introduce the evaluators for each speaker. And for Kayla, no, I'm sorry. Yes, for Kayla, it's Ken.
Great. Thank you very much. Kayla, your objective was to organize your speech, and you talked about Chinese holidays, and I'd like the audience to ask themselves, what was her organization? It was very clear. She had the 4 holidays she focused on, and she organized it by the name,
the first day of the first lunar month, 55th lunar month. So it's all very, very clear. Most of all, I enjoyed listening to your talk. I learned a lot of new things, and the content was great. So that's absolutely fantastic. You had your facts and figures. You started 14 holidays. Explained that you would talk about 4, and throughout you had facts and figures, which is very good. And also, you did make eye contact, which is also very good. As far as improvement, the one major thing I'd work on improving is on your use of notes. Once again, your organization was so clear, it would be fairly easy to maybe have just a note card, or even in your mind, just organize it, make sure you know those 4 holidays in your organization, and speak without notes, and that really impresses people when speakers can do that. Also, I'd emphasize as a point of improvement of working on your conclusion, making that a little bit more substantial, something that would leave me with a lasting impression. And just a couple of other minor things. I don't think you have your manual yet, but when you do get your manual, be sure to bring it so your evaluator can fill that out. That goes for everybody. And also, at the end of your speech, it's mainly the Toastmaster's responsibility to shake your hand. But as a speaker, even though my feeling as well is I want to leave as soon as possible, when you're finished talking, just pause and relax, and things will work out. Finally, Yopon, is that your name? How do you pronounce your name? Yopon? Thank you very much for being a timer. What was the timing on Kayla's speech? So it's just okay, so it's a little bit, it's supposed to be between 5 and 7. So it's right on time, so that's very good time management. That is excellent. And I don't know how I'm doing on time here, but I would suggest already you're an excellent speaker. As far as I'd encourage you to go get a rebirth from being an excellent speaker to an even better speaker by completing your next speeches. For example, get the point, your body speaks, vocal variety. I think all these things will be very good. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Ken. Next up, we have Philip. And Philip, I'm going to ask you to keep it to 2 minutes.
I had the pleasure of listening and evaluating Michael's speech on internet payments. And I think just overall, I think it was a great speech. I think from the very start, Michael came, he asked people, he engaged the audience, asked people what they thought about payment, and asking people about business owners. So immediately he was trying to engage people and make it relevant to people, and I think that was a good way to open. And his third speech, which was to get to the point, and his point was that internet, paying through the internet is much better than any option right now, especially for business owners. And he kept hammering at that point, nonstop. If you weren't convinced in the beginning, by the time you were in this speech, you were not only convinced, you were ready to tell your friends. You just hammering it, chipping away until even a lot of skeptics would be convinced. So I thought that was great, and he was very confident. He was smiling, and I think that was good. Now I know that I have a very short time, so I'm going to switch gears and try to get some constructive criticism. And if not that many, I think maybe a little less reliance on notes. I think maybe put your notes less. I think that might be a good thing. And then I think because you were emphasizing a lot of points, I think at some certain junctures maybe you want to slow down a little bit to just so you can kind of process the information and kind of absorb it and soak it in. So there were certain points where I thought that might be something to do. And the last thing is, I know it's a lot of work, but if you actually do a demo, if you actually do an internet payment online, and just that would have been really hit the point. platform, but obviously that it doesn't take additional time and effort. Sometimes you just have to do that. Thank you.
Philip, and sorry to push you guys. David, next question.
首先，我觉得我想说，我很佩服你，因为中文系的第三年可以说这么好，我觉得非常不容易。然后你说的是总的来说是第三次演讲，然后第三次演讲的目标是要casual point，就是大家聊天。我觉得你的要点非常明确，就是要怎么样吃好吃健康。因为我自己也很喜欢吃，但是我不知道，所以我就会越来越胖，但是我不知道要怎么样吃健康。你就然后你的演讲的结构非常支持你的观点，因为你有开头、主体和结尾。开头是你的开头非常吸引人，因为你问大家5个营养要素的问题，然后大家都非常好奇，然后就想要知道那个5个营养要素是什么，然后你就直接抛出3个观点，然后就是要记下今天吃的东西，然后不要喝汤，少吃来支持你主要的观点。最后的结尾用自己的自身的例子来强调你的观点。你说你自己这样做，然后受了不幸，所以非常有说服力。另外就是你非常的自信，不紧张，然后你一直保持微笑，然后你说话之后适当的停顿，我觉得非常好，这样可以帮助大家理解你在说什么，你一点都不紧张，然后你的 eye contact 很好，就是一直在看着大家，基本上不用什么笔记，我就很难做到，因为我用英语演讲的时候我也一定要用笔记，用中文演讲的时候不用笔记。然后另外就是也有很多很有趣的例子，比如说你说要做到记下吃的东西的时候，可以用手机拍下来你吃的什么东西，大家就很好的可以理解怎么样可以做到这点。我觉得有什么可以加强的，就是可以多一些肢体语言，或者可以在台上走动一下什么的。但是这个我知道很难做到，因为我自己在说话的时候我也不动，我就站着。很难做到。但是从一个听众的角度来说，还是喜欢看到大家就是演讲者在台上动一动。然后你可以举一些，比如说一些食物的例子，比如说你喜欢吃什么，然后这是吃的东西，食物里面有什么可以吃的，可以吃的健康的，有什么你不喜欢吃的，但是对你的身体非常有好处的东西。我觉得可以让大家有一个很好的画面，什么可以吃，什么吃的可以健康。我觉得总的来说，非常好，因为其实第一次做演讲非常好。最后我还想推荐一个，前面你说到四川菜，我想推荐我们家附近有一个四川菜叫辣妹子，我觉得挺好的，你下次可以去试试。
And finally, we have David for Alan.
So Ellen, your speech is number 6. The objective speech number 6 is vocal variety, which is using your voice to add meaning to the word you use, enhance your message, and also add interest to the audience. And I think you accomplish all of that. What the topic you picked, the organization, can be better because it's just basically explaining to people how to add things to your vocal variety. So there's nothing I can take fault with that. And you were very expressive on your examples that you use. You have a good variety of them, so you help really add color to your message. And what I really like about it is that you have really good use of your pauses. Some parts you're pausing to write things down, but between your messages, you use pause to kind of really help put us into one phrase and then start something else. So that thing sometimes to make really your speech to sound really normal. But because you're already a good speaker, I'm going to try to be a little more harder on you. Just as you, which goes for everybody else, as you go on in your speeches, try to incorporate your things you learned in the previous things as well. For this one, your body language would be good. Would you move around quite a bit? But I think you can do a little more to show more real estate presence. And some of the things you can actually eye contact. which I think most people is hard to do, but if you really want to relay the message, look at one person, say something, and then move on to the next person. So for example, when we say, yes, you can, yes, we can, that will make things more impactful to the audience. So other than that, great job.
Thank you, evaluators. I know we're pressed for time, and actually that is one of the most important aspects of this club is to have feedback for your speeches. So I really appreciate you guys putting in all of your efforts into emphasizing the most important points and giving you feedback that way. So now I'm going to give my overall feedback for the meeting. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to introduce the other yeah, know your role, for example. I'll just report this. Our was Daniel, I believe. Kat, sorry. Kathy.
So for our partners, I'm supposed to can so you know, yeah, our so for Ursula, she has 5 in total. Sherry, we have 10. Kaylee, we have 8. Michael, we have 2. Sue, we have 5. Alan, we have 8. Barry, we have 5. Philip, we have 14. Elaine, we have 2. JK, we have 9. Mike, we have 1. Jesse, we have 9. Jamie, 1. Ken, we have 4. Amy, 1. And David, 1.
Next up, we have our Tigers report, which is actually and great job for being here for the first time. Thank you. So just stand up and like give everyone's time. How lovely to give their speeches.
I say also people speeches in their time especially if expect
So I think we're almost back on top. So good job, evaluators. So now I'm going to move into the great aspects of this meeting, which I was coming to. And the sad thing that I did today is I was late, which you should never be when you're general evaluator. Please don't be like me. So our Toastmasters today was Sherry and Ursula, and they were fantastic. Just as Sherry gave her speech bilingually last week, I think they did a really great job of doing this meeting bilingually with each other, as opposed to separating the two. I think that was great, giving Ursula a chance to practice her Chinese, and Sherry just being Sherry, because she's amazing, and she doesn't need to practice anything. And logistically, we had fantastic turnout, oh my goodness, wow. And we have our camera back, and our flag is up. Although the one thing I will say about this setting is that I don't quite like it because the lectern is not centered, it's over here. And the sign is over here, which I prefer because then it kind of balances out the stage. So that's the only thing maybe I would do differently next time, but perhaps did on purpose to give you more visibility to the board. And let's see. The flow of the meeting was great. I actually think that it was really, really interactive, which is fantastic. At the same time, though, sometimes that can lead to not running long and having to rush at the end. And while I love it being so interactive and everyone giving comments and going back to everyone, sometimes that's difficult with the scheduling. So perhaps in the future we can limit that just a tad. But otherwise, I think Toastmasters did a fantastic job. Another logistical thing might be that the Toastmasters did it all the time. They just gave over the stage, waited for the speaker to come up here, shook their hand, and then left behind them, which is kind of the obvious symbolic way, the physical, visible way to give over the stage to the speaker. I think that broke down just a
tag for the table topics. But it's really important to give over the stage and really do that physically too. To let the speaker, leave the speaker some time to come up here into the center and stand here and give them the space. But the Toastmasters did really great, and I think both of them did a really good job of having both the hands shaken and having both of them equal. And what else? Let's see. But yeah, overall, very good job. Table Topics Masters, very good job in having the new guests also speak. It's always nice to have 8 new guests at one meeting. That's fantastic. I think that speaks for this club. But overall, great jobs, and we'll turn it back to the Toastmasters.
It's okay. I was trying to make sure I was behind her, which is now I think about it.
谢谢 A 帮我们就是打刚才有一点点的告别时间。If we also had a grammarian, which is Daniel, do you have anything you want to add really badly, or is everyone Danny? Are you the grammarian? So you're not Well, like Amy said, 我们今天有很多的客人 we have a lot of guests, we have some new people. If we could just ask you for your feedback, you can say it either in Chinese or English or whatever other language you would like to know what's comfortable with. If you could just tell how you heard about the club, if there's anything we can do to improve and to help you to stay. And then our VP membership is Sue, if you have anything you go to her later. So we'll start from this side.
So what should I say?
Yes, how did you hear about this club? If you have any comments or suggestions or questions, the stage is yours.
Today is my first time to join this Toastmaster. Okay, before I introduce myself, I'm very curious about my image, so I want just everyone to think yes about what I do. Okay.
It's your stage.
Okay. Yeah, please.
Computer engineer.
Close, but
Software. Computer consultant.
Computer consultant?
Entrepreneur. Yeah, I wish I am, but maybe in the future. So before I was an engineer, and right now I'm trying to change my path to become a businessman. So right now I study degrees in business administration. I already finished the course, so right now I'm doing my internship. But I don't know if everyone knows the company or not. They provided the seat 3D, so if you buy the ticket, you can know the view of your seat. It's pretty useful. And yeah, the upside of doing intern in the company is I always got a lot of free ticket to see the radar scan, A scan, or 49er scan, which is very difficult to get. Today, my feeling about this event is I feel it's very dynamic, and I really enjoyed to come here to share your valuable opinions. Yeah, that's it.
Will you come all the games later?
Well, thank you, Nick. We are crunched on time. We really wanted to get to know each one of the new guests here, but we don't have time. So please come talk to Sue, Alan, or Robert, or any of us who are here. We'll love to hear your feedback and to get to know you. So thank you on the turn up. And next, we're done.
and I had a great time as Toastmasters. It's been a lot of wonderful education for me.
Thank you, sir. It's a very good friend handshake there. Okay, another round of applause for the Toastmaster. Great meeting, wasn't it? Yeah. Pretty pumped up here. Yeah, definitely. Make sure you get that recap. Okay, we have quite a few announcements that we need to make. So we're gonna save the announcement after we set an agenda first. So let's go and set an agenda for next week. Who would like to take the honor to be the English Toastmaster? How do you guys like that? No? All good? Anybody want to be? You like it? Who wants to be the English Toastmaster? Come on. This is a fun part. Want me to be more active here? What's that? I should call it. I would like to appoint Michael to be the English Toastmaster for the next week. All right. Any volunteer for Mandarin Toastmaster? JJ, you did a nice one. Okay. All right, who would like to do their speeches? English speech first. Derek? Okay, Barry and Kathy, good work there. Good. Kathy, what's your number? 6. And there you are. Does icebreaker count? Yeah, count as the first one. Your second one? Good job. Okay, good work. All right, so who would like to evaluate Barry? Who would like to evaluate for Barry? Can I designate? Oh, sure. Ursula?
I would love to, Barry. I'm going to be out of town next week.
That's not an excuse. Good. Ursula? I'm just kidding. All right. Anybody else? Would you like to appoint?
Okay.
You'll pass? Okay. What about who has not been evaluated before? Sounds good, Alberto. Okay, what about Kathy? Who has been evaluated? Oh, thank you. All right. Mandarin speech. Thank you, Robert. Evaluated for Robert.
Which number is it?
Number 7.
Beautiful. Who's going to evaluate Robert? I will be the evaluator for Robert. Nice. Okay. We can have another prepared speech for Mandarin. Anybody else? JJ. I mean, sorry, no. Sherry. Jesse, come on. Jesse, you're up for the next.
No.
Yeah?
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
didn't finish today.
Yeah.
I said.
You have a chance to redeem yourself. So this
Next
is-
week.
Next week.
I need more time.
No, you're good.
It's
A
just
week is
icebreaker,
one.
it's
Yeah.
not Mandarin.
Yeah.
Just talk.
I prefer English.
You prefer, we can do another English. Yes, we can do that. All right. Evaluator for her will be Johan.
Actually, I was hoping to be the English table topics.
Oh, you want to be okay? Go ahead. Okay. Evaluator for Jesse. Okay. Kayla, would you like to be the evaluator? Okay, that's great.
First one?
Okay.
Kayla.
Mandarin table topic. Oh, this is the fun. English, we got Johan.
Oh, can I be the Mandarin too?
You got it. Okay, beautiful. General evaluator.